On this episode of Shiny G88 Computer Repair, I show you how to add a coupler to get your one-up arcade game connected to the internet through an Ethernet cable for ease of access. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video I am going to show you how to install a coupler for your one-up arcade game. So a couple years ago I did a video on this on the inside of the one-up arcade game. I happen to have the Simpsons one. I will be changing the game out to a universal control deck so I can use a regular arcade game board in there at some point, but that's for another video. So I showed the inside of this, and on the back of the monitor there is an Ethernet port. The downside is every time you want to disconnect it from your network, you're going to have to pull the back off and physically disconnect it from that Ethernet port. That's where this comes in. What I'm going to do is basically, I'm going to put this, there's a couple holes in the back door, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through that for now. Then I'm going to do it in a nicer way at a later date. So basically what's going to happen is basically, this is the inside wire that goes to the Ethernet port on the inside, and this side will be, the other side, will be coming from my networking switch down below my entertainment center to here. Now, before I get going, most arcade games these days are connected to the network. Most of the ones that I have seen are hardline in. Dave & Buster's and Round 1 do this. So basically, when those machine boots, it looks for updates. These do not. These you have to manually set to update. So now, if I want to disconnect it from the network, I could do it from the outside. I don't have to take anything apart. Disconnect the wire, and you're good. So, what I am going to have to do here is move my cabinet out so that way I could take the back door off. And yes, that's what it's called. That's what Konami uses for theirs, so that's why I'm saying back door. So, as you can see here, I gotta move things back here so that way I can get access to the cabinet. And so now what this will do, like I said, will give me ease of access. So if I have to move it, just disconnect it, boom, you're golden. You don't have to take anything apart. That is the one downside to this. I wish they had a factory coupler in there, but I understand why they don't do that. So, put this down here. I'm going to slide the cabinet out. So I'm going to move the camera back so you can see what I'll be doing. Alright, so this is the back door. And fair warning here, I will be modding this at some point. So, first things first. Take your trusty screwdriver and take the back door off. I will be modding this so that way I'm going to mod it here and I'm going to cut it here. And I'll create a back door so I don't have to take all the stuff off. So now I'll go to the other side here. Keep the screws to where I can find them. Okay. And I will be doing a power supply mod too, to make it more arcade game like. I'm just going to pull that off. You might see the camera shake a little bit. So I'm going to put, there we go. I'm going to put that off to the side. So, like I shown before, I'm not sure if you can see it on camera yet. I'm going to pull this off real quick. Okay, so this is the brains of the operation. Here you have the USB port. This is your power. This is power going to the marquee light. And yeah, the marquee light. When I do the mod, this is going to go away, so I have to get an adapter for this because I want it to work just like it should. Okay, so as you can see on camera, the Ethernet port is right there. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to put a cable into here, and then it's going to go into the coupler. But I'm going to have the coupler on the outside. So just give me a second, I'll grab the cable.